I'm having some weird thoughts. One of them is real simple, and it gives us our jank on, which is, can you smoke it? Could you just, I mean, it's obvious that you can huff it, but could you take a, a chunk of poop? Let's see if this will work. No, it won't. Yeah, it sort of will. And smoke it. That smell. Burning poop in the morning. Oh my goodness. That would make an event. I just huff them and drink them and eat them. But that's because I don't usually smoke anything. I don't smoke cigarettes or pot or anything. I don't even vape. But I'm open to it. If only I could smoke something wholesome. That really doesn't exist. But like smoke oatmeal. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is because I've been thinking about voting for Trump. Because my vote is sarcastic. Now, there are two aspects to a sarcastic vote. One, it's ridiculous to have Trump as president. And Biden is obviously better on some level. Trump is a complete narcissist and a total piece of shit. So the idea of voting for him is amusing to me. There's the first level of sarcasm. That's simple. It's just, I want Trump to win because that's your president? Is that our president? Look in the mirror. What does the N-word mean? What are you doing? What are politics about? What are N rights in a world where we lift up the most skilled bully narcissist to the highest office in the land or the world? I don't know, depends how you think about the military. Maybe not. Maybe Xi Jinping is the most powerful. I guess Jeff Bezos is the most powerful person in the world. You really think about it. But the other level of sarcasm is that I don't think votes make as much of a difference as George Carlin does. He thinks it doesn't matter. But I know that one vote will never decide a presidential election. I know it on a deep level that my vote can only be sarcastic. And so the two layers of sarcasm overlap. And rising from that pile of incredibly crappy unhappiness is Trump's brown covered face that is yearning for a golden shower to get all that poop off of him. Because heaven forbid he huff some and see the way the rest of us think about the world, which is a way of concern about others. We actually care, a lot of us, about other people, and it's worth doing. And Trump cannot, and that's a psychological part of his makeup. But Biden offers nothing at all. Like, it deserves sarcasm, this election. But so have the last forever. I find myself so un-American when I think, like, George Washington had slaves. I don't really approve of him. He wants a piece of a colony for himself because the tea was too expensive from Britain. Like, it's a selfish first world bullshit problem that made him lead us to kill, I don't know how many British died, and I kind of don't care because it's too old to care about. And it's too big to care about too. Like nation founding. There's something about it that's ludicrous. And if I'm going to decide who's going to be the next president, well, you're looking at him. I'd make the best president available right now. I would seek to legalize cocaine to the best of my ability. I would put a 2,000 UBI in place, and that's for people that work and people that are losing work because of COVID. I would put universal health care in place. I would revisit the idea of state schools being open to everyone, like a high school, maybe vocational schools instead. I'm open. I don't know. But to think that I would be a worse president than Trump, that's just counterfactual. And to think that I'd be a worse president than Biden, I don't think that's a steady thought that you can keep. When you look at the prisons, when you look at the bullshit, when you look deep into the pile, which is Pumerica, a Purica, I can't do it. I can't make a word out of it. I just do that to deal with the flow of language that passes through me with the thought that it matters what I think. It really doesn't matter at all what I think. I have found myself to be a poor communicator of big ideas. And so I'm reduced to Poojamal. So let's just practice Poojamal while we're doing it. Zo, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 squared, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 squared. Zote is 10. Want, tune, threen, forn, vine. Snicks is 4 squared. Snicks is 4 squared. 4 square meals a day means that you've had a Snicks at the end of it all, after your lunch or your dinner or whatever you're doing to fit that Snicks in there. It's that 4th meal. And I hope it's not Snickers, because they're crappy. They're not good candy bars. And that advertisement against them is free. Zween, ain't, and twent is 20. Of course it is. Twan, twu, tweet, tor, twive, twix, twive, twait, twine, third. Thron, through, three, thor, thrive, twix, thrive, thrate, thrine, fort. Frun, fru, free, four, five, frix, frev, freight, frine, fifth. Fun, foo, fee, fo, fifth. Fix, fev, fate, fine. You've got the fifth in there, and the fo. They're a little different than the other ones, but it returns at sixth, which is obviously 60. Skuns, kuski, sor, skive, skik, skev, skate, skine. Svent. Svans, vus, visvor, zvives, vix. Sven is the 77 that is 4 below the next prime, because we skipped 36 and 49. Zvate, Zvine, Gate, and then gun is 9 squared. 9 square guns fire into the air to recognize F Censorship Day, August 8th. And when I get those guns to fire, I will make sure to make a YouTube video about it. But again, nobody cares what I say. Like, I can't do that kind of planning because it requires the world to change. The whole world needs to go upside down for me to have any authority. And it needs to, so obviously. But anyway, Googie, Gorgive, Gix, Gev, Gage, Gine, Nint, Nunu, Ni, Nor, Nive, Nix, Nev, Nate, Nin, Hun. Now the multiples, the square numbers continue. Hun Twun is want squared. Want is 11. 11 squared is 121. Hun Twun. Hun Fror is 12. Hun Skine. Hun Nix. 2 Twive. 2 Fix. 2 Fix is 16 squared. Snick squared's 2 Fix. What do we have to fix? Snicks squared. Because Snicks squared meals is a huge diet of an extra 3 meals. You're really just asking for diabetes now. So stop it. Stop eating. Put it down. Put it down, man. Look, you can eat that if you want, but I'm telling you, Snicks squared is 2 Fix. those overeating habits that we all have, and that I'm not better than them. I'm just saying, like, I'd like it if I was a little skinnier. That's the point of this video, was to tell you I want to lose weight. Does that make me unique, that I want to lose weight? Is that so different? Is that what you're thinking right now, that I'm different than you? Wait until your 7th meal today, huh? All right, have a good one, I guess.